Hi, everyone. This is Margaret Manning with 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. And with me today is Ariane Poole. Ariane is a professional makeup artist. We've worked with her before. She's a good friend of 60 and Me. And it's wonderful to have you here, Ariane. Welcome.
I am thrilled to be here.
You know, we always have lots of questions for you. So I'm so glad today that I'm going to get to talk to you about a question that comes up a lot in our community. And that is that when we get older, something magical happens to our skin. It changes color, it changes texture, and the products that, we used in the past just don't seem to work as it used to. And I think most women would agree that the one thing that they'll carry in their bag is their lipstick.
Yeah.
This is the one thing that can transform your face. So I'd love you to chat with us about lipstick colors, glosses, just what works for the older face.
Well, what is a thing with lipsticks is as we get older, most women, unless you've got a really strong pigment in your lip, and some people do, and I think they're really lucky, they're blessed with good lips, but most of us lose pigment in our lips.
Right.
So our lips become paler, and therefore we need to go for slightly brighter, and I don't mean you don't have to switch from a neutral color to a bright red, but you need to go to a slightly bolder color than you perhaps wore when you were 30. And the reason for that is the change. So I've got a color on. This is I like this color. It lifts my face and everything. I used to wear when I was a teenager, I used to wear those really dark lip colors, the Biba colors and everything. And they worked brilliantly. And I thought I would just look the business. Anyway, as I got into my sort of 30s, it was all those nude colors, and I just embraced them, and they were beautiful. I mean, they still are beautiful, but no longer on my skin tone. And I'm going to demonstrate that. So I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to put a nude color on.
Yeah, you're right. Nude can be very pretty if you've got natural color in your face, but as you get a little older, the tone of your skin actually changes. It becomes a little whiter. So
it does, and those nude colors end up making you look beige.
Okay, let's see what you do with.
So you don't want to. All right, this is one of mine. This is a really great color on a younger face. So like I said, we're talking about color.
But you're right. You don't naturally have a lot of color on your lips, and I'm the same. So, although my lips are a little bluer, I think, than yours. Oh, you look very Mary Quantish, like you said back in when you were 20.
Yeah, but it's not.
No,
it's not a flattering color. And then there are some that are a little bit more orangey colored, that are beigey orangey colored. Again, they will be too flat. If I put this on somebody who is, say, 20 or even 30, it looks amazing. I've put it on a young lady that a celebrity I did for a red carpet event, and this looked amazing on her because she had color in her lips. But this, I think, makes me look quite flat and quite pale, and it just kind of doesn't do very much. And in some cases, if it's a matte lipstick, it's even worse. So if it's a matte color like this, it can be really flattening to the whole face. That doesn't mean that you should be wearing glosses all the time. But the lip color that you've got on, Margaret, is really lovely. It's beautiful color. Now, I know that you've got a corally color on, but it goes to a pink, and that's because you've got a blue undertone to your lips.
That's right.
But it's got a bit of a sheen to it. It's got a little bit of vibrance to it. It really looks good. Now, if I take this off and put the one that I wear a lot of.
But I do see a lot of people wearing nude tone lipsticks, and I don't think that they realize that it actually, when you put it on, it washed the color out of all of your face, not just your lips.
No, it's not just your lips.
Yeah.
And now on some people, depending on their skin tone and coloring, they can get away with it. But I would say the majority of us can't. There are the exceptions. So if you're one of the exceptions and you're watching it, don't think that we're telling you to change it. But you will be the exception. Now, I'll put this one on.
So what are you doing here?
This is a kind of a nudie color. This is the one I wear a lot.
It's very high shine. It's super gloss. Now, are glosses okay for an older lip, do you think? I mean, obviously.
Yeah, this one here is a plumping one. So that's why I'm wearing it, because it's a plumping one. but it is gloss. If you don't want it as glossy, because some people just don't want the gloss, you can always just do this.
And dab it.
And just dab it, so it's not as glossy. I quite like a slightly more sheen on the lips, because I feel that it makes my lips look fuller as I've gotten older. If you've got fuller lips, obviously you don't want that same kind of sheen. So you can give it either a blotch or choose something like a tinted lip balm. There's the one that you've got on the Giorgio Armani one is beautiful. It's got a really nice sheen to it. They come in a whole host of colors. There's some really great ones. The hardest thing I find is when I'm doing a makeup on someone is to choose the lip color for them, because it's personal taste. So if you have somebody watching going, well, I really like that really pale color. I think I look really good. I really, really love it. Fine, wear it. It's fine. But what I'm just saying is, if you're somebody out there that is wearing something that you don't like, then maybe this is a direction that you should look in.
Yeah. Well, lipsticks are seasonal too. And I mean, of course, when in the summer months, when people tend to be a little darker, they have a little bit of a tan, you get different colors that are popular. Yeah. But are there any, we're in the spring now as we're recording this, are there any colors that are trending? I mean, when I did a little look online just to see what kind of makeup was popular, and I didn't see any coral at all. I just saw pinks and burgundies and kind of plum colors.
You're going to see a lot of corals in the summer.
Okay, so maybe that was just winter.
A lot of these things, they play by how the light we're in the northern hemisphere, it'd be different for anybody watching the southern hemisphere. But the light in the summer is really bright. So you can wear those bright corally kind of colors and they look fantastic. In the spring, it's more softer and pinky kind of colors. The burgundy colors are more catwalky kind of things. So I would avoid those. Just, unless you're a woman of color. If you're a woman of color, those burgundy ones look sensational on you.
Yes. Or a red carpet, you can wear red lipstick on it.
Absolutely. So depending on your skin tone, obviously. But in the spring, it's a little bit softer. But then again, you're wearing a coral color, but it doesn't look coral. So it's all about finding the right color that suits your particular lip base and working with that, which is why it's a tricky one always. It's the one that if I get it right, if I get it right the first time, I'm cheering. If I get it right by the sixth time, I'm still cheering.
Well, this is why when you find a lipstick, I have got mine here. When you find a color that you like, you buy like 2 of them because you know that you found something that adapts to your undertone in your lips. Absolutely. And I think that's really important. So I think what we're saying here about trends with lipstick, just to clarify and sum up, is that basically lipsticks are just totally personal, and you have to look at your skin tone though, and your lip tone before you make a decision. And the general rule, it sounds like, is light, frosted kind of beigey colors are not that good on aging skin.
They're not too great. Yeah.
Okay.
I think you've summed it up very well. Yeah.
Notes are taken. No, I actually, unlike you, I never did try those really light colors, so it's probably a good thing I don't go back.
Well, I got really disappointed. I tell you, when I found out that they didn't look good on me, when I turned 40. I remember sitting with a really well-known beauty editor, and I was at her house. We were having coffee, and we were trying these different lip colors, and we both looked at each other, and I went, this looks awful.
This isn't working anymore.
And when I was 36, I remember thinking how fantastic. So in a matter of years, so it's not even getting to me now that I'm nearly 60. It happened quite early on. And I have to say, it was quite disappointing.
Well, you look gorgeous. Well, one final question for you. I've actually read a few times, and I actually do it myself, that putting a little bit of lighter colored lipstick, like a gloss, just on the bottom lip, is really a nice accent. Yes. Would that be okay for an older face as well?
Absolutely. It gives you a little bit more of a pout, like a little bit more of a sexy pout. You can also put, if you do it like this,
just on that
that you can even put a little tiny bit just on the top lip as well. But like put a little bit, just as if you're doing a kiss. And do it there, and you'll get it will look gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh, okay. One last question on lips. What about? I'm sorry, I just keep remembering. What about lip liner for older?
I am a huge fan of lip liner because, on me, I find that I've lost pigment here on the sides of my lips, so I use a lip colored lip liner. I didn't put it on now because I just swiped all things back and forth, but I always use a lip liner. It gives a little bit more definition, and what I do with my lip liner, I do it on the outer edge, not outside the edge, on the outer edge, and that gives you a slightly fuller looking mouth without looking ridiculous, not like, you know, that you've had stuff done to your lips. So yeah, no, I'm a big fan.
Okay. Are you also a fan of putting lip liner over the whole lip?
Yeah, that works really well. If you're somebody who finds that they can't get on with those long-lasting lipsticks, you know, the ones that some of them can be quite drying. Some people love them. I think it's almost like a love-hate relationship with those. You either love them or you hate them. If you're in the hate group, then you can give yourself close to that kind of thing where you're not constantly having to reapply your lipstick by using a pencil. There's like, we're bringing out a gel coral pencil in the summer. Nice. That's why I'm telling you, I know that the corals are coming. And this is almost like a lipstick consistency.
Very beautiful color.
And you can put it all over your lips like a lipstick.
It's a lip liner though.
It's a lip liner, but you can use it as a lipstick, and it just keeps the color on.
That's lovely. Is that in your line?
It's really, really well. And you can do that. So, and there's, again, lots of those kind of gel lip pencils out there, and they act as a liner and as a lipstick, both.
Does that roll up?
No.
Yeah. Do you know?
It's a sharpener one.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I forgot to mention to people that Ariane actually has an amazing line of makeup beauty products. No, you really do, and some of them are incredible. I mean, I've tried a few. The matte eyeshadow, or the liquid to matte eyeshadow. The concealer is incredible, and so I'm excited to see these new products coming out.
Okay. Now, there's some really nice ones we've been working on. We're working on some brow products, which they're not going to be launching until the autumn. But I am super excited. I'll be sharing that with you, Margaret.
That's a whole other story.
I love these. I'm beside myself with like excitement. So yeah.
Wow. It's always great to talk with you. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on lips. I hope that people found it useful. And leave your comments below as to what works for you. We can share and enjoy each other's experience. So.
If you guys have any tricks or hints, I'm all ears. I love learning new things. So yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Ariane. Great topic. Thank you again.
Bye-bye.
Take care.